This little fairy is sitting in front of you with his magic wand. With his magic wand. After affectionately mentioned this morning by Fun Things to Do with Tech. Fun Things to Do with Tech. Good morning. All we need now is Chris to come on the show in a fairy outfit with a little magic wand. Oh, have I got some fairy music? Just a moment. Oh, that's nice, that is. Just a moment. Fairy music. I know I've got something here. Just a moment now. Where is it now? Fairy music. I've got an ear raid siren. Is that any good? No, it's no good, is it? I've got catchphrase buzzer. Is that? No. Fairy music. Where is it now? It's here somewhere. Wrong zapper. Do you know, I can't fair it. I can't find my fairy twinkles. I can't find it. I used to have a little fairy thing. I'm just looking on my many sound effects here. I really want to find the right one. I've got the pain and suffering music, the red alert, the scary music, the air raid, the applause. Perhaps I should finish the show with that. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. I'm so glad you enjoyed the show this morning. Thank you so much. No, I don't want that one. Big Ben chimes. Is that any? No. Oh. Where's my fairy thing? Nope, that's not it. Dog barking. Evil laughter. That's ready for Rachel. Evil laughter for our Halloween programme. Rachel. Game show wrong. Goblin laugh. Goblin laugh. Nope, that's no good. I found it. I found my fairy song. On my fairy note again. So once again, let's just read this comment from the delightful Fun Things to Do with Tech, the Sparky this morning. All we need now is Chris to come on the show in a fairy outfit. Afraid I haven't got one, my darling. And a little magic wand. And here is the little magic wand. And I'm going to magic something now. Can you guess what I'm going to... Go on, have a little guess. Go on, take a stab in the dark. I'm about to perform magic for you live on this channel today. Are you ready? Magic live on this channel today. That was a bit slight. That was a bit late. I'll try it again. What one was it now? There we go. Here comes the magic. Here comes the magic. Right? And look. Where is it now? Where is it now? Where is it now? One moment. And... Fun Things to Do with Tech has gone for a cup of tea. Anyone else want to be magicked away today? Bye-bye. Fairy with a magic. We don't all carry magic wands, you know. How rude. I'm a professional fairy. Not one of these young twinks that have just come out, 18 years old. Oh, look how pretty I am. No, dear. This is an old fairy. We're very, very much more powerful than those little things that run around the streets, dear, dressed in all their strange clothes. Talking of which, leads us nicely on to the first story. I've only magicked you away for 5 minutes in this case. Okay? Only 5 minutes. You wanted to see how the magic wand works? I've showed you, darling. There you go. The magic wand is what... Can I just open my window? It's very hot in here today. Just a moment, please. Oh, dear. Ever so warm. I didn't have the heating on last night either. Mind you, not bad at all, was it? Anyway, that leads us nicely on to our first story today. A very good morning to you. Hope you were. I'm so pleased that you're enjoying the music. I start the music now, if I can, about 8:15. And there were 10 people just listening to it. You will get the same tunes come round quite often, and I hope they will be tunes that you start liking. If you want to know the titles, I can read them all out But I don't think you're bothered by that. But as they come on in the morning, you think, oh, that's that nice tune that I like. And I'll never tell you which ones are going to be like a nice little surprise. I don't think we've got enough surprises in this world. Do you know what I mean? Things are... People want what they want and they want it now, rather than have a surprise. A bit like people with the Christmas and birthday lists. I want this, I want... Then they start demanding presents from you before you've even asked. You know... My mate sent around a blooming list one year. Christ almighty. But I think we like an element of surprise. It's like on the television programmes, you know. Coming up. Well, now you know. Now there's not going to be a surprise. Do you know, I put my pills somewhere this morning. I cannot for the life find it of my life. I've had to bring the whole bottle in because I can't find my little pill box. Anyway, yes, there's no element of surprise. Funny, isn't it, really? So that will remain an element of surprise. And as I said yesterday, I'll expand the library, and then you won't hear the same ones come round so often. There's about how many have I got in there at the moment in the system? I've managed to get. There's only 19 of them at the moment, which actually is enough, you know, for half an hour. You won't get the same ones come up all the time, but now and again you'll get one. I remember that one from yesterday. I like that one. Do you know what I mean? But talking of non-fairy type people, this bloke here, right, surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise, the honesty that hits me between the eyes. Oh, Scylla. Hello, Scylla, how are you, love? Poor cow. Fell over in a bath, didn't she? I had my bath taken out straight away, just in case that happened. Very dangerous, dear. Imagine that. Was it a stone floor she slipped on? I can't remember now. In the Daily Star this morning, a wannabe Barbie, but you know the Barbie, the little doll, a wannabe Barbie has splashed out £15,000 in a bid to look like a doll. 15. I mean, where do these people get this money from? That's what I want to know. Most of these people that have stuff done to them, I don't think they work. Another one of the lazy lot. I think we know a few of those people, don't we? Huh? Do you? Do you know a few of those people? You know, the sort that are sitting at home, can't be bothered to work. Not the ones who go out and try and look for a job and can't get one. The ones who sit at home, can't be bothered to work. What medical condition can I make up for myself this week? Those sort of people. There's plenty of it. Do you know, I'm convinced a lot of these people, they make up various medical conditions throughout the years. And they become so into it that they actually convince themselves that they've got something. Shocking. Now, you're paying for it. When you see that bloke down the road fixing everyone's cars who's on the benefits, and you sit there in your houses moaning about people that claim benefits and don't work because they're too bone idle to do so, it's costing you money. But you just pay it, don't you? You don't worry about that, do you? Don't worry about it. Pick up the phone, dear. Make an anonymous call. That's what I say. Anyway, a wannabe Barbie has splashed out £15,000 in a bid to look like a doll. You see, the thing is, it's not a woman. This is a bloke. Right? This bloke, Honza Simza. Honza. I mean, what sort of name is that? Honza. Is it a car manufacturer? Honza. Honza Simza says his surgery addiction has hindered his love life. If you didn't see the photo of him on the thumbnail earlier, I'll show it to you in a moment or two. The 26-year-old describes himself as a typical man, wait till I show you the photo, and is sexually attracted to women. He only adopts the girly persona in his spare time. Do you know, sometimes I wonder what some of you lot do in your spare time. Bit frightening, really. One or two of you put on various websites on your computers, don't you? Sitting there in front of the... Just close the curtains for 10 minutes. I know what's going on. you'll go blind. At home, Honza can often be seen wearing huge fake eyelashes, stiletto heels, and pink wigs. To achieve the Barbie look, he's also had 90 millilitres of filler injected into his face. Now, I must say, I don't know how much 90 millimetres is. Is it that much? I have no idea how much it is. I would assume it's about that much. So that must come in a little bottle. And he's had it injected into his face. I'm now going to show you a picture of the human Barbie doll. We've seen a couple of these over the years, haven't we? These Barbie doll type people who change their faces, you know, and do it. I would assume, you know, to be fair to him, I would assume this is something that you can't have done on the NHS. I take a very, very dim view of people who want face alterations because of their anxiety on the NHS. I take a very dim... The NHS, to me, is for people who are about to drop dead and they come along and try and save you. That's what the NHS is to me. People with cancer, heart problems, skin problems, failing eyesight, failing hearing, terrible diseases. To me, that's what the NHS is for. It's not for people that want to change something on their face because they don't like it. Save up the blooming money and be done for it. There you go, there he is. Each and every one to their own. Okay, there you go. That's the bloke there. Each and every one to it. Look at those fillers. They look like they're about to burst, these lips. But the point is, Honza, who is from the Czech Republic, says, I might dress and look this way, but in my mind I'm a man. Is that right? I'm attracted to women, but some girls do have a problem with my look. Now, isn't that funny? Isn't that strange? You wouldn't have thought any girl anywhere would have a problem going out with someone who looks like that, you know? Would you? I'm sorry, ladies, am I missing something? Why are you having a problem going out with that man there? Just imagine when he kisses you. At either end. He says, I am single right now and perfectly fine with that. I like the girls I date to have the same look. The plastic Barbie look. I still like myself when I looked more typically masculine, but I'm even happier now and I would still like to have more surgery. Now, here is a picture of him before he had all that work done. Right? Now, I've shown you a picture. There's the picture. Can't find a girlfriend. That's how he is now. This is how he was then. Well, I wouldn't say no. Would you? He's pretty, isn't he? He's a pretty boy. And he's done all that work. 15 grand? Well, he's just... Don't get it. He started his transformation in 2017. He is a big fan of glamour model Candy Charms. Anyone know her? Never heard of her. Who regularly posts pictures of her size 32L chest on Instagram. Oh, I've got one of those now as well, look. See, look. 15 grand, I grew my own. It's like going to a garden centre, isn't it? You know, you can either spend 15 grand on a load of plants or a small amount on some seeds and just grow them myself. Well, I just ate more. I grew them myself. No 15 grand required. Don't need anything done to my face. He revealed at the time I looked and dressed like a guy, but I would always imagine what I could do to get a more feminine face. Eventually I made the decision that I wanted to be like a plastic doll. I like girls who look that way, and I wanted to look that way myself. Now, in a way, I did the same sort of thing when I was in my 30s, right? I fancied lads who had short haircuts, not muscles, defined. You know, nice shape. Looked in a certain way, wore 501s, danced with no t-shirt on. So I started to look like that myself. Or I tried to anyway. I do have various pictures. I'm not going to bring them up now. No, my darlings, you'll have to search for those yourself. You may touch yourself while you're looking at those pictures of me if you want to. But remember what I look like now. That was 25 years ago. And in a way, I think perhaps that's what the same thing he's doing there, isn't it? I tried to look like them in the hope that I'd pull one of them, but didn't quite work. He had his first filler 3 years ago and soon got hooked on them after loving the look it gave him. There's a picture there with all his strange clothes he wears as well. No, I don't know. I mean, actually, no. He dresses for how he looks, I suppose. That's not too bad a look, is it? Really? You know, when you think about it. Hang on a minute. It's just that kind of fits with the face that he's got now, doesn't it? I suppose, really. It's not bad. I hope that's not real fur. We take a very dim view of people with real fur. Poor little animals. Walking around with no coats on. They get cold. I always feel sorry for sheep when they're sheared. Do you think they like it? Sheep's being sheared. Do they like it? Honza is friends with a qualified beautician who administers the injections for free. Over the years, he's had £15,000 worth of filler put into his face. God, just imagine all the nice microphones you could have with that. Or you could have a new phone every year for 15 years. Nope, shoved it all in his face. The Barbie fan explained, I've had 20 lots of filler in my lips alone. Right now I have about 90 millilitres worth in my face. I have it in my cheeks, chin and lips. I want to keep going and make my face more plastic and doll-like. Honza also has Botox injections and forks out around £2,300 for a lip lift operation. Well, do you know, for me, that's one of the worst things people have done to their faces. The lips. They look awful. You see them all on the telly. They're all on the telly, these people, with their lips sticking 10 foot out of their faces. And they think it looks good. Dreadful. He explained, I wanted a procedure for a while as it makes lips look much bigger if you were just... I had wanted the procedure for a while as it makes lips look much bigger than if you were just to have filler. Well, he just said it was just filler, didn't he? Oh, Botox injections as well. Botox injections as well. Okay. It took me some time to find the right surgeon. I spoke with several and many thought that what I wanted wasn't possible. Then I found a doctor in Slovakia who was able to help. During the procedure... Oh, dear. During the procedure, he cut the skin around my top lip and pulled it about 9mm higher into my face. The recovery was tough, but I was really pleased with the results. Oh, that must have hurt. God. Honza, who wants a nose job and bum I could do with them bum implants. Mine's dragging across the floor now. It used to be nice, just like John Aitkins. Now, dragging on the floor. What can you do? Just how it is now, isn't it? I mean, I've got tape. I mean, I suppose I could try and do something with this, couldn't I, really? I don't know. If I was to put it sort of that way on my bum and pull it upwards, would that work? Would that make it high again? I don't know. Anyone tried that? He says some people still have some very old-fashioned attitudes, and because I looked like a guy but had big lips and makeup, I would get a lot of attention, which was not always positive. Now I've had more surgery and look more like a girl, people tend not to react as much. Yeah, but you want a girlfriend. I mean, I hate to spell it out to you, but I think they're looking for someone a little bit more boy or mannish, rather than going out with another girl, unless you want to go out with a girl, which is fine, but you don't. Well, I don't get it at all, dear. Anyway, perhaps one or two of you could be doing with a little bit of facial work, couldn't you, to be honest? Come on, be honest with me. Huh? Now, is John Aitken here today? Is he here yet? Anyone spotted John Aitken yet? Let's have a quick look there. Because it's his birthday. And we make a point. We make a point of making special attention to anyone on their birthday on this channel, as you well know. So I'm just having a quick look up here to see if he's there or not. I can't see him there yet. Can't actually see him there yet. So we'll hang around for that bit for a while. Yeah, good. Well, I went for a very nice walk yesterday. It was a wet walk yesterday, to be honest. A wet walk yesterday. And it mucked my phone up. After the show, it was raining. Doesn't really stop me going out for a walk. So I put my yellow Mac Kaggle. It's a Kaggle thing, you know, with like a cycling plastic cycling Mac type thing I've got. And I put that on and I went for a walk, not on my usual route. I put my boots on and one of the toes was pushing into another one. I don't know why that was. And it was painful to walk and I had to keep pulling up my foot and moving it from side to side. Actually, I think I've probably done too much walking over the last few days. I've done about 25 miles altogether in the last 4 or 5 days. Yeah, seriously, done about 25 miles. But I persevered, and about halfway through the walk, I rung up DJ Chris, and I'm chatting away to him, and everything was fine. I did notice the phone was getting a bit wet, but they're supposed to be waterproof, these iPhones 8s, aren't they? So I carried on, and then all of a sudden, his sound changed, and I couldn't hear him properly. And he said, well, I can hear you properly. I said, well, I can't hear you properly. I'll ring you back. Put the phone down, rung him straight back, exactly the same. No, OK, I'll try turning the phone on and off again, see if that cures it. No. And I thought, don't say there can't be water in here. They're supposed to be waterproof. And it went basically all muffled and quiet. And I'm kind of looking, and I thought, well, where can the water... I saw the water on here, right? And I thought, well, where can the water get that's damaged that? Because the microphone and the speaker are underneath, and you kind of hold it like that. So it's going to go downwards, isn't it? And I didn't think the water would go in there. But that being said, it seems to have mucked that phone up. Well, it did yesterday anyway. But when I came back here, had some lunch, then I thought I'd record the music quiz. And I thought, well, I hope the phone's working all right. And I played a couple of tunes from my music thing on here, and a couple of YouTube videos, and they seemed to play out all right. So I set up the phone, ready to record the music round, and I recorded the music round. Made a couple of mistakes, so I kind of restarted it. Spent about 20-25 minutes trying to record the music round, and I'd done it. Then I sat down, put the telly on, and I'm putting this thing together, and then I listened back to it, and the sound had all gone funny. You know, perhaps I can play it to you, actually. I don't know if I've still got the... Did I keep the file? I might have deleted that, actually. There's the bloke who's doing the thing, innit? Just a moment now, my darlings. How do we get these photos up now? There we are. Oh, there it is. There it is there. Look, there it is there. Right, okay, let's just... Right, see if you can hear how this has gone wrong here. Right, listen carefully. All right, music round time. Can you hear that hiss? Here we go again, gang. 10 little bits of music for you to identify. You'll hear each tune twice. Hear that hiss there? And, of course, nothing I can do with that now. So I don't know what happened to it. I rang up my mate, and his other half said, oh, if it gets water on it, it can go muffled. Just leave it for a while and it'll be all right. It's got to dry out. So that's what I did. And then last night I had a little go of it, and it kind of worked. It was work. That hiss had completely gone. So I will assume that was it. It must have got a little bit of water inside it or something like that, you know, which is most annoying. And also, yesterday, I didn't get any phone call from the estate. Nothing at all from the estate agent yesterday. Isn't that weird? No phone call at all from the estate agent, so I got no more information there. I thought I'd better ring up my finance bloke, right, who's having a look at, I hoped he was having a look at all my paperwork that I sent him. He sent me a load of forms. I showed you them the other day, didn't I? Sent me a load of forms to fill out, which I duly did. Took me about an hour and a half to do them. Put them in the post. That was on Saturday. So he normally rings up fairly quickly. I said, I've had a quick look. He won't, not with an answer, but I've had a quick look. I think you can do what you want to do, or you can't do what you want to do, whatever, which is fine. And so I thought I'd give him a little ring late yesterday afternoon. And the receptionist answered, hello, it's so-and-so. Oh, yeah, just a moment. I'll go and talk to him. No, he hasn't received anything from you. When did you post them? I said, well, Sunday. You know, so it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's plenty of time. Big A4 lettered thing, you know, with a large letter stamp on it and all that business. And she said, I'll go downstairs and see if there's anything else in the post waiting to be dealt with. So she's had a look through all this stuff. Rang me back about half an hour later. Very good return calls and things like that. She said, I'm really sorry, nothing's arrived here. So it looks like I've got a load of forms gone missing in the post. There's no personal information on there, like no account numbers or anything like that. But nevertheless, you know, I'm fucking blimey. And as you well know, I've had stuff go missing, not on the way to me, but on the way going out. The amount of times I've sent a prize out from here and the other end, oh, it hasn't arrived yet. Doesn't happen from the north. Doesn't happen from Woodhall Spa or Chapel Hill where I am, you know. But from here, stuff seems to go missing when you put it in the post. What anyone would do with a load of paperwork, I don't know, because it's completely useless to anyone. So, of course, then last night, I had to fill out all the blooming forms again. Took me another hour and a half. Oh, Christ. I then photographed them and sent them to him. Now, I don't have a scanner here. So, literally, you know, I get the thing like that and I photograph it like that. Put them all in emails and send them over. So I just got an email from him and he says, thanks very much. I got your things. He said, they're not going to print out very well. Could you send the forms as well? So I've got to send them all over again. You know, I don't know. Perhaps it's just not meant to be. But that's possible, you know. That's possible. Perhaps it's just not meant to be, trying to deal with all this moving stuff. But we'll see what happens. As I say, no news from the estate agent at all there. And talking of Royal Mail leads us nicely into this story, which is all over the papers in the news yesterday. Vectis Humphrey. Our very good friend Simon Steele, who sent in a picture of himself today, boys and girls, or last night. He's just had an operation, and I'll show you the picture in a moment or two. Meanwhile, he sends in this little news item from the Isle of Wight County Press. Oh yeah, this is the first story. This is a special moment for us all, boys and girls. Our very first story from a newspaper on Islay of Widget. Islay of Widget, also known as the Isle of Wight. Islay of Widget. Yes. And the story goes, Royal Mail postman and women, this is great. This is a great news. And when I saw this on the news on the telly yesterday, I thought, well, what a blooming great... Why hasn't this happened before? It's one of those ideas. Not many, you don't get many of those, do you? And they kind of identified a business opportunity here, which perhaps you and I would never have thought about, but it's come along and I thought, what a blooming good idea. Now, I have used Hermes before to get them to pick up a parcel and take it away from my house. And the last time I tried to do that, they made I kid you not, 3 appointments, all of which expired and no one turned up. And eventually I rang them up and they said to me, well, we don't guarantee to pick it up, only if he's got time. Pardon? So you pay for the service with Hermes, right? And if, quote, if they've got time, they will come and pick it up from you. You couldn't make that up, could you? How is that to run a business? So I stopped that one, and I just take it down the post office now. I didn't think anything more of it. I thought, well, I'll just go down the post office and take it. Don't have to do that. You won't have to soon. This is fantastic news. Royal Mail postmen and women will pick up parcels from the doorsteps of people's homes from the UK as the company tries to grab a bigger share of the booming parcel market. So how much is this going to cost you? You'll be impressed. Households that have packages that need to send will be able to do so without leaving home for 72 pence per parcel, Royal Mail has said. This is just brilliant. I mean, even now, what I do now is when a parcel goes, and one will have to go today, someone's going to win this today. Super chat raffle later on. That's the prize today. And I've got a very, very nice prize for you next week, Super Chatters. That's the prize today. Those of you that have sent a £1 tip or timed someone out for £2 for 5 minutes or 10 quid for the whole show. Those of you that have done anything like that and given them tickets for timing them out or bought Super Chats for yourselves, you know, sent me a tip yourselves, or got free raffle tickets for those. Okay, that draw will happen today. All right, someone's going to win that. So that'll have to go in the post later. And what I will do is, as soon as the show's finished, I'll grab the bottle, put it in a little box. If I think I've got a box, or sometimes I just wrap it in the bubble wrap. Have you seen my bubble wrap roll? Look, bubble wrap roll. Do you think I've got enough? Have I got enough here? Now, I have to point out, I won't be using this whole thing on the one bottle. But these are really good for the post. These do not break. I mean, you've got to do a lot of pressure on there for it to break. Okay? The mugs, slightly different. The mugs are a little bit more fragile in the post, but they don't break. So sometimes I just put the stuff around it and pop that in the post, and that seems to work very well for people. Can I just advise you, if you get one of these, you know, if you win this today, all right, and it does come with just the bubble wrap on, do not open it with a knife. Don't be silly, because you can slip with a knife and scratch the damn thing. I believe that happened to someone's clock. Someone won a clock at one point, and so they proceeded to open the thing with a knife and put a lovely great big scratch across the plastic surface. Anyway, the parcels, households that have packages they need to send will be able to do so without leaving home for a 72 pence charge per parcel. So you've got your parcel price, which I think is £3.40. When I send something like that, it's £3.40 plus 72 pence. That's good. That's a decent price. In fact, that's very cheap. Rather than me having to parcel it up. So what I'll do is parcel it up. I go online on the Royal Mail site. I type in your address, small parcel, £3.40. I use the PayPal thing, £3.40. That goes through, and then you print out a label, stick it on the thing, and just hand it into the post office. Literally, you go to the post office. Hello, something to hand in. You give it to the lovely girl behind the counter. She does it with her phaser. Bleep, bleep, like that. Takes it off you. And you can or don't have to have a receipt. Done. Wonderful. Wonderful. Now you won't have to do that. You can just still do the thing online. Print out the thing. £3.40, I suppose. Somewhere on there, 72 pence to have it picked up. Print it out, put it on there, leave it outside the front door. How blooming marvellous. Why didn't this happen years ago? Fantastic. More work, of course, for the posties, I suppose, but, you know, that's what they're doing the job for, isn't it? It says the parcels can weigh up to 20 kilograms, that's quite heavy, you know. That's very heavy, 20 kilograms, and can be a little over twice the size of most airplane hand luggage, that's huge. That's huge. 61 by 46 by 46. Now, so that's in centimetres. No idea what that is myself, but there we are. So 61, 10, 20, that's 61, right? That's huge. Look. It's, yeah, look, that's 61. 61, right from there, down there, and you haven't even got to the end. That is 61 centimetres. So that's a large package. And then 46 across and deep. So 46 again. Even that's large, right? Look at that. 72 pence to collect that. What an excellent service. Really is. It was hailed by the postal services as one of the biggest changes to the daily delivery since the launch of the postbox in 1852. The company have now been testing its system in the west of England, but will now roll it out nationwide, including the Isle of Wight. Yes! Royal Mail Parcel Collect is a fantastic step forward for all of our customers. It makes it easier to use our services than ever before, said the Royal Mail Chief Commercial Officer Nick Landon. Customers will be able to get their parcels collected every day, apart from Sundays. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So isn't that wonderful? That's really good news. Well done to the post office on that one, I must say. That really is fantastic news, and it makes life a lot easier for many, many other people. It really does, doesn't it, eh? Okay, shall we do the Super Chat raffle early today? I think we'll do the Super Chat raffle early for you today, gang. All right, here's all your tickets in there, my loves. All right, all your Super Chat tickets. There we go. And we'll see who's about to win our bottle today. Mixing all the little tickets up like that. Let's mix them all up. Shaker maker, shaker maker. Ba 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 da ba. All right, there you go. Mixing all the tickets up there. Okay, now where's our little drum roll? Let me just put the chat on there. One moment, please. Right. So this is what is about to be won, my darlings. Here we go. Here comes the drum roll. I have a ticket. I have a ticket. I have a ticket. It's ticket number 443. Ticket number 443. And on the back of the ticket, I have the name Park, which must mean Park Nest. That's got to be Park Nest. Park Nest has won the raffle this morning. Congratulations, Mr. Park Nests. Bonsoir, Mr. Park Nest. Okay, now all these tickets, of course, go in our Super Chat, Super Draw thing, which will be happening next. When is it now? What's the date today? 22. Oh, Saturday week. Saturday week is the next one of those. Park Nest is the winner. Congratulations, Park Nest. Is he with us this morning yet? If not, he'll probably join us a little bit later on, I would imagine. Congratulations to Park Nest. I'll just keep a little eye on there to see if his name comes up. Well done. You've won yourself a little water bottle. Congratulations there, Mr. Park Nest. Okay, there he is. Send it to Gary R. It cost him enough. There you go, Gary Ross. Is it Gary Ross? Oh, there's two Garys, isn't there? It must be Gary Ross. Gary Ross, you can have it, he says. Do you want it? No one wants it. No one wants it. How rude. Why don't you want my prizes? Nobody wants my prizes this morning. How disappointing. I have one. I'm all right for money. Oh dear, you are funny. Well, what do you want me to do with it? Shall I re-raffle it? Do you want it re-raffled? Hang on, I've put Park Nest's ticket in there. Okay, Garrett, you tell me what you want me to do with it. Do you want me to do some competition, or do you want someone else to have it? You do what you like with it. It's yours. I'll send it to anywhere in the world. Well, make your choice there. Okay. Well done, partners. Congratulations. Let me know what you want to do with that, okay? You'll notice I'm not coming in the chat box so much anymore, boys and girls. I just got... I left it yesterday and I thought, this is just not working for me. Okay, so you use the chat box to chat amongst yourself. Chat to each other now on there, because I've just had enough of it, really. It's just too much. It really is. And I can get on with my show properly then. Good morning to Park Nest, who's won today. We're not sure what to do with that. If you want to contact the show directly, send us an email, okay? It'll be easier to do it that way. Chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. I have really struggled with that chat box. over the last few weeks, and I've been on the phone to various people. What do I do about this? The rowing, the constant moaning, the little digs all the time. And they said, turn it off. But I cannot turn it off because it's there now, you know, and I think that's taken a step back, to be honest. So I'll only be looking in there now and again if we've actually got something to talk about rather than reading stupid messages all the time. Okay? And those of you that were sort of well-behaved on there, and I'm sorry that it's got to that, really, but I just can't do what I want to do without all the digs all the time, so we'll leave it. Email me. Thank you, Parknest. Email me with what you want done with that, okay? Excellent. Let's have a look here. Couple here. Here's a way to make money. Here's a way to make money. Couple who started their eBay business after losing their jobs, okay? Now on track to make £1 million. It's all right, isn't it? See, I think you have to be you have to know what you're doing. It's no point, you know, and many people will see a little story like that and think it's easy to make money on eBay. And it's not. You need to find your buyers, so to speak. It's a little bit like doing a YouTube show. You've got to find your viewers and then find what they like and then work on that. Now, if you want to make money from a YouTube channel, you can, but you've got to do your homework. If that is your main thing about doing a YouTube channel, then you've got to do your homework and you've got to find an audience and aim directly at them. This is where I fall down, okay? Because to me, it's not about making money, and I'm not particularly bothered if people like it or not. I just sit here and talk. And that's it. Whereas my nephew and my brother-in-law, they have found their audience and they tailor their program for a specific thing, if you see what I mean. And my brother-in-law works tirelessly and knows all about tags and things like that. He's tried to teach me, and I've kind of done a little bit here and I've done a little bit there. But, you know, to me, it's just a little bit of fun. It always was a little bit of fun to me, and I'm not so bothered about making money. And when it stops becoming fun, you have to stop doing it, and I'm not going to let it stop becoming fun. I'm not. I should just carry on and do it as it is. But it's the same with eBay. You know, people will see that, oh, they're making money. Oh, let's put a few things on eBay. You might make a few quid here and there. But if you want to make the serious money, you've got to look into it before you even start. And in the Daily Mirror this morning, it says a record number of eBay sellers, there's quite a few of this who have managed to achieve this, fortunately, have hit the £1 million jackpot this year, new figures are showing. The online platform said it's seen a 35% rise in self-made millionaires since online shopping surged in March during lockdown. It's fantastic, isn't it? Well done to them. Absolutely well done to them. And you might have a little product or something, maybe something you can make. For example, our lovely Denise Andrews. Denise Andrews, she makes the wreaths and she's got all sorts of things. She made cards as well. I've got them here. She made me some cards some time ago now. There they are. She made me these cards, you see. Craft work, that's it, isn't it? Craft work, different cards here, look. Which she made me some time ago. Look at that. Oh, that's a little private letter there. And some bits and pieces here she makes, look. All in little plastic bags, and you can send them off to people. Oh, by the way, she sent her and Alton Andrews, thank you very much. I received the clock, which is there. It won't be remaining there. I've just put it there for people to see. They bought me a clock. Alton Andrews, he does... He's a very, very excellent radio host. And I went up to see him. He's a very good friend of mine. I was on Liberty Radio with him years ago. 20-odd years. I can't believe it's 20 years ago now in the centre of London. But I was up at his studio the other day and I mentioned that I liked his clocks. I like clocks. Don't ask me why. I've got loads of them all over the place. Every single room has a clock in it. Like, there's one in here in front of me there. You see that one there? Okay. Now look carefully. Right. These are radio clocks. Look. Look at the second hands. Can you see that? Identical, you see. Radio clocks. They pick up a signal from rugby. And it sets itself. And the seconds almost... You come in any room in this house, or the caravan, and I've got all radio clocks, and they set themselves. Very clever. Very clever. I was very excited when these first came out. I was obsessed by clocks. You know the old BBC One clock? And that's why you've got a clock now in the morning. Because I like clocks. Do you know, it took me ages and ages to find a clock for the show. In fact, years. And there wasn't one. And then this one just popped up the other day and I sort of grabbed it quickly and put it on the screen for you in the morning with the music going on behind it. It's quite nice, isn't it, really? So thank you very much to Denise and Alton for my clock. I don't know if I want it in here. No, I'm going to take this one to the caravan because the one I've got there is a bit small. And I'll show it to you in there working when it's all set up. So thank you very, very much to Denise and Alton Andrews for my little gift that arrived, my clock. She's always buying me stuff. I've got slippers down here she bought. Slippers down there. Nice people. She bought the flamingo there. Flamingo. Always getting little gifts. Isn't it nice? It's like Christmas every day in this house. Got something else arriving. Guess what's arriving today? From Amazon, I've got new inserts for this. My Parker pen has died. But being a Parker pen, you can buy refills. They're all metal. Right, of metal. None of this plastic Bic stuff. Lovely pen stuff inside. Yes. Anyway, back to this eBay thing. A record number of eBay sellers have hit the £1 million jackpot this year, New Vickers show. The online platform said it's seen a huge 35% rise in self-made millionaires since online shopping surged in March during lockdown. London now has 52 eBay millionaires, while Manchester has 36 and Birmingham 35. It said home furniture and DIY sellers have cashed in the most after high street stores were forced to close for 3 months. Beauty brands have also seen sales rocket alongside clothes, pet essentials, books and furniture. It has also seen a 256% rise in increase in people starting side hustles. More than 9 million workers were placed on furlough. That's a new word we learnt this year, isn't it, furlough, don't you think? We never heard that word before, did we? Never ever heard that word before. Adam Taylor and his wife Alexandra Taylor started eBay store Pet Shop Bowl in 2010 after both losing their jobs in the financial crisis. It was 2009 that started, wasn't it? 11 years ago, that financial crisis. And we're still in it, aren't we? The couple, both 39, from Stratford upon Avon, said they discovered gap in the market online, but it's only really taken off this year. This year, the business has gone from £2,000 a week to £21,000 a week. That's when it becomes a full-time job, you see. It's a lot, in it. £21,000 a week. Now it's on track to turn over £1 million by December as more people transition to online shopping, which, of course, we've been seeing over the years. I mean, it happened to me. Everything I order now online, everything. Don't go to a shop. Never. Won't walk into Curry's because I find them rude. We lost Comet. I used to wander around Comet and have a look in there, but now everything I order online. Except clothes, maybe. And it's Amazon. Yes, correct. They're not paying enough tax, this, that and the other, but they deliver the goods. You order something, it comes the next day. Post-free, usually. Doesn't work? Don't want it anymore? You let them know. They send you well, you don't even send a label anymore. You just package it back up. They give you this code thing, which you've got on your phone. You show it to the lady in the post office. She plays her phaser, beep, beep, at it, and then takes it off you. You get home, the money's back in your account. Straight away. Fantastic. And that's why Amazon's winning. The shops have dropped the ball. John Lewis has. They're very good. The customer service in John Lewis is fantastic. But I can't really walk into one from here. You know, I've got to get in a car and then I've got to pay £5 to go parking. I've got the hassle of all that and then driving there and driving back again. Why would I even want to do that? Well, I can just sit here. Yeah, I love that. Click a button and the next day a little man or woman brings it round. So easy. Anyway, this eBay people, our pet products were flying off the shelves as more and more people were investing in their pets and spending more time at home with them. Pet treats and grooming products were particularly popular with our customers. In a matter of months, we went from making £2,000 a week to over £21,000 a week. Good on them. And you see, they deserve it because they've worked damn hard to get that high. That's a 950% increase. Business is growing so quickly that we expect our sales to triple in the next 12 months thanks to a boom in people shopping online. It's great, isn't it? That's absolutely great. And perhaps one or two of you have done something like that. My sister and brother-in-law, they had a business for years, printing T-shirts and mugs. I think they did something else as well like that. My brother-in-law produced a DVD, I think about motorbikes, actually. I might have done a few DVDs, I think. Brother-in-law did some DVDs, copied them and sold those online, you know. So it's there if you go out and look for it. I think it requires a certain amount of talent to do something like that as well. You can't just like suddenly, you know, made origami pictures, origami things out of paper, put them online. I don't know what they would get, you know. But I expect one or two of you have got stuff hanging around. If you want to make a little bit of money, you've got stuff laying around your house that never gets used, haven't you? Or perhaps in a loft, maybe in a spare room, maybe under your bed, something like that. The lady says, I met my business partner, Kevin, when we were at university in the 80s. We now run our businesses. Now run our business Far East Direct from 2 continents. Kevin's based in Hong Kong while I'm here in the UK. Wow. That's another business. And this one, she sells dog beds. I mean, it's very different, really, the different things she says. Dog beds. We were lucky in lockdown. Our range of items, such as dog beds, yoga mat. Is that yoga, isn't it? They sit there cross-legged on the floor, don't they? How uncomfortable is that? You must get a bad back sitting like that for ages, mustn't you? Huh? They sell dog beds, yoga mats and composters. Proved really popular as people spent more time at home. Our Easy Bee business, that's what it's called, which sells beekeeping equipment, also grew a lot as people sought out new hobbies that meant they could spend time outside. You see, so they sell a wide range of stuff. So they're getting lots of little bits. Perhaps that's the secret, you know, to have little businesses. That one makes a little bit there, that one makes a little bit there, rather than have one business what makes a lot, doesn't it? eBay says it's predicting a new way of post-pandemic entrepreneurs over the next 12 months. I think that's great. And even my nephew, Gerry, he buys stuff or comes across stuff. Doesn't always buy it, I don't think. Comes across stuff. He fixes it, cleans it up and sells it for a profit on eBay. And he might use the Facebook thing as well, whatever that is, Facebook, eBay, I don't know what it's called. Facebook Marketplace, that's it, isn't it? He uses stuff like that. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So, you know, always looking for stuff like that. Did the lad arrive yet? What's his name again? John Aitken. I don't think John Aitken's with us this morning. Just have a quick look up there. I can't see John Aitken there with us this morning. So, well, just in case he is there, I think we should sing him happy birthday because it is his birthday today. So, happy birthday to John Aitken today. We try and make a little bit more of a fuss when it's someone's birthday in the morning. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, John Aitken. Happy birthday to you. And John Aiken is head of Cute Bums on this channel, aren't you, John? So good morning to you if you're with us today. Big happy birthday to you. I'm sure everyone else will wish you happy birthday within the chat box. All right. Thanks very much to Park Nest. I've got your email there. Thank you very much for that. Excellent news. What else have we got here? Tui, want some cheap holidays? Cheap holidays in the sun. Oh, we got a picture to show you. Just one picture for you today, boys and girls. Vectis. This is quite gruesome. I thought he'd put a Halloween mask on, to be honest. Rachel, you will be impressed with this photo. Now, Vectis, between you and me, of course, Vectis has had a little minor operation, a little procedure on his face. Okay? He had a little bit of a mole type thing going on there. I won't tell you in case he doesn't want to tell you, but a little mole thing. So they cut it off just in case, you know. And he sent me a picture of his after operation. Are you ready for this? Look at that. Yes. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Blood pouring down his face there. He will have to tell his customers, you know, that he went scuba diving and a shark attacked him and bit his face. Thanks very much for sending that in, Mr. Humphrey. Vectis Humphrey, also known as Simon Steele. Vectis does his own show on Vectis Radio on the Isle of Wight, which is it's either Saturday or Sunday afternoon. If you ever want a little listen to that, okay? Saturday or Sunday afternoon. Vectis Humphrey. It is gruesome. It is gruesome. I love it. Good luck to you, Vectis. Hope you get well soon. What you need is a holiday, sir. A little holiday. Holiday, 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 holiday. Ba-da-ba-ba. We're all going on a summer holiday. I feel I could sing several songs today. Perhaps I should do my Barry Manilow classic. Stay. Why don't you be with me tonight? Ba-ba, stay. Stay, stay. I'll decide a little bit later. In the sun this morning, Tui, cheap holidays. Cheap holidays. If you're happy to get on a plane, up to you. Tui and Jet to Tui. I hate that name. What was ever wrong with Thompson Holidays? Tui. I think that's a really crap name, Tui. Anyway, Tui and Jet2 have slashed the price of last-minute holidays to Greece, Madeira and Cyprus. I can recommend Cyprus. Very nice. Haven't been to the other places. Savings of up to 48% can be had on trips to Kos, Crete, Rhodes, Paphos and Madeira. Paphos is nice. Paphos is lovely. They have these hotels, right? There's hotel, tables and chairs, right? Is there beach? There's not really beach. Then, like, usually a grassed area. Then a promenade, which goes quite far. And then the sea from some of these rooms. And you see all that. It's really nice, Paphos. Really nice. Savings of up to 48% on these places, departing between the 27th and 31st of October. So I got itchy nose again. While none of the locations mentioned currently require quarantine on return to the UK, they do have certain requirements for arrival from Britain. So you're advised to check what will be needed before booking. It's also advised that the UK government is regularly adding and removing destinations from their safe travel corridors, so check before you travel. Holidays on offer, costs, all inclusive, pay one amount and eat all you want. Probably not a good idea for me to go on something like that. But at a 40 Platinum Blue Lagoon Resort, departing 28th to 7th of October, 28th to the 7th. Sorry, departing October the 28th for 7 nights, £441 per person. I don't know, that sounds quite dear to me, does it you? That sounds a bit dear. 400 odd quid? Well, I'm sorry, these don't look particularly cheap to me. Crete half-board holiday at because it's the 5-star ones, at a 5T TUI Blue Insular Albert Resort and Spa. Savings up to 39%, departing October the 27th. £455 a person. Madeira, 4T Platinum Hotel Rio Palace Madeira Resort. Savings up to 48%, departing 26th of October, 7 nights, £449 per person. Now, I must say, when I first saw the headline, I thought we were talking about £150 holidays here. And we're not, are we? Pathos, Cyprus, all-inclusive holiday. Now, does that include alcoholic drinks? Sometimes it doesn't include those, does it? I think I went on a cruise once, which cruises are all-inclusive, but it wasn't drinks. It was all the food you could want, all the soft drinks you could want, alcoholic drinks you had to pay for. So I don't know. But the Pathos one, which is a lovely place to go, it really is. 7 nights, £499 a person. You only get 15 kilograms stuff, though. So, I don't know. I mean, the cheapest one here is Morning Maureen, texting in there. The cheapest one there is the Crete half-board holiday, 7 nights, £360 a person. That's a bit better, isn't it? But I thought they'd be like £150 holidays or something like that. Once you get up to 300-400 quid, I don't know. All of the TUI holidays on offer feature their COVID cover included, which means you can amend your holiday for free if you contract COVID-19 before you travel, which I think is probably very wise at the time, in these times. They're officially required to isolate or your local area goes into lockdown. If you get it while you're away, you're also covered. Now, this is the good one. If you get the COVID-19 while you're away, you are covered for overseas medical assistance, testing costs and a flight home for treatment if required. That's blooming good. Because you don't want to be out somewhere else and you get it. You've got to be careful of buying these insurances now that is included. Because some of them won't be. You know. Fantastic news. Now, Jet2, here's the cheap ones. Jet2, they're doing Pathos self-catering holiday, £199 per person, departing the 31st of October. That's better. That's more like it, isn't it? Do you know, that's quite tempting, isn't it? I don't think I can get on a plane. I don't want to get on a plane. No, I couldn't go. That's tempting. 199 person Pathos self-catering holiday, 7 days, 31st of October. That's not bad at all. That's the cheapest one there, and there's some more there from Jet2. It says there are more spaces than usual in hotels and on planes, heading to the various destinations as a result of the coronavirus pandemic and a summer of restrictions placed on travellers by the government. There you go. I think that's excellent. That's really, really good, isn't it? A couple of texts coming in there. There's what his texting number, top left-hand corner, if you want to use it. Maureen is there, as I say. I think I said hello to Maureen already. Good morning to you, Maureen. Maureen's in London. Morning, Maureen. I told you last night I finished Land Girls. Excellent programme. Absolutely excellent programme. And Captain Hook on the Isle of Wight is with us, gang. Good morning, you little fairy. I hope you are well. It's beautiful in the UK right now on the shores of the Isle of Wight from Captain Hook. Aye, me Jim lad. That's Captain Hook there. I think that's Captain Hook anyway. So good morning. Yeah, that might be an idea if you want to text a message. Don't go too mad though. You know. Don't keep sending text after text after text just because you haven't read one out. Sometimes I don't read the things out on the text because they're just not interesting. Try and be interesting. Thanks so much to Adam the Plumber for sending in this story yesterday. We didn't get around to it yesterday. Places to have your wedding pictures done. Where would I like to have my wedding pictures done? In front of the Disney castle. You know, the Sleeping Beauty. Is it the Sleeping Beauty one or is it the Snow White one? Well, it's one or the other, isn't it? Sleeping Beauty or Snow White Castle. Beautiful. Imagine having your wedding photos done out the front there. Well, this couple, in the Daily Mail, it says a bride is often remembered for her wedding dress, especially the length of the train. Now, who can ever forget poor old Diana, Princess Diana, when she got out of that car? That dress was awful. Awful. Creased up all over the place. I thought it was absolutely horrendous, that dress. All that money. And she didn't have an iron. You would have thought someone had ironed. She got all that money on a dress and no one had bothered to iron the damn thing. Dreadful. Dreadful. But this newlywed was keen to keep a different type of train out of the picture as she posed for photographs on a railway crossing. How weird is that? Isn't that a bit dangerous? The unnamed woman and her bridegroom kissed while standing on a pedestrian path over the track. A bridesmaid held up to the train to the dress near Whitby in North Yorkshire as a friend snapped photographs. Now, if this is... That picture isn't very good, actually. It's a bit blurred out on the newspaper, so I'll show you what I can get off it. And you make the decisions there. Okay, there you go. There's the dress. All right. It's all right, isn't it? I wonder if it's on that railway track that I went on a steam train. There's this steam train that's in Whitby, and it goes all the way from Whitney in the area where they filmed Heartbeat. You can get off the station where they filmed Heartbeat and walk up there. It was fantastic, beautiful scenery, beautiful. Anyway, that's where they wanted to have their things. A bridesmaid held up the train in the dress near Whitby, North Yorkshire, as a friend snapped photos. The shocking image was released by network Row to warn about a new craze for level crossing pictures. Oh, the firm's Alan Spence said wedding photos or selfies on the track are just plain stupidity. A total of 1,239 trespasses took place on UK railways last month, the highest in 5 years. Gosh. Have I ever seen... No, I haven't really seen anyone climbing under a railway crossing barrier. I mean, it must happen, I suppose. You know, when that barrier comes down, you wait. You wait. Can't see a train? Doesn't matter. You wait. I have seen various YouTube clips and TikTok things of people risking their lives to cross a barrier simply because they just won't wait. You know, want to cross now. And there's been some very near misses. Very near misses, I tell you. Don't risk it. It's not worth it. More than 5,000 incidents were recorded between June and September, it says. Many cases involved people using the railways as a backdrop for photographs. Well, we all like a train, don't we? Whether it's a steam train, and I have one here, all prepared. Whether it's a steam train... Or a, you know, I don't know, an Intercity 125 or whatever they've gone, or the Network Southeast trains, that's square things with electric doors on the side, opening doors. I love trains. We love trains. We love to see them going through the countryside. Not so much motorways. They just come through and, they're just wonderful trains. I love them. Hollyoaks actor Ellis Hollins was forced to apologise during the same month after posting images on social media from a photo shoot on the railway. He admitted it was irresponsible and he was careless to take part in such a dangerous situation. A superintendent on the railways said the railway is not an appropriate or safe setting for a photographic backdrop, no matter how scenic the setting. Oh, scenic. I mean, you've only got to look at the railway children, haven't you? Oh, that haunting music. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh, that's a good one for the quiz, isn't it? Hang on. Railway children. I can do that one. Quiz night on Tuesday. 8 o'clock on Tuesday. Railway children. Tune. Da, 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 da. That one. Every time someone strays onto the rail network, they are not always putting their lives at risk, life-threatening injury, but also delaying essential journeys. And there's a lot of people doing it. And the Chief Inspector of Railways said we keep seeing people take unnecessary risks around the railway, and this behaviour could result in fatal or life-changing consequences. You see, I think they're kind of moving a lot faster than you think they are. I really believe that. These trains, certainly where I am here, I can jump on my bike and go to Wokingham. Now, to get to Wokingham, I have to go past over a level crossing. And there's a bit of straight track, okay? But then it comes round a corner. And when it goes past, it thunder. I love it. These great big things that we've created thundering past you. Absolutely love trains. I know Vectis, who you saw earlier, also loves trains. If you've just joined us, very good morning to you. Welcome to our silent viewers. The chat box is there for you to chat amongst each other. Okay, boys and girls, if you want to contact me, then just use a text number there or send us an email there, chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. All right, my darlings. What else have we got here? We've got our raffle tickets coming up shortly. Oh, next week's Super Chat prize is... This is a first. Anyone who sends a tip this week will get a free raffle ticket to go in the Super Chat next week for... I just about got to that note. An Echo Dot. That's the prize next week, okay? Anyone who sends a super chat this week, in the next 7 days, will receive a free raffle ticket to get one of those. Okay? An Echo Dot. These are fantastic. They're really good. You would be surprised what this can do. You want the news? You just ask it. Tell me the news. You want to know the time? Tell me the time. Tell me the weather. Turn on the lights. You have to have other devices connected to it to do that. But you basically buy a light bulb. As long as you've got Wi-Fi. You need Wi-Fi. If you've got no Wi-Fi, this is useless to you. That's the prize this week. An Echo Dot. Okay? There you go. And I've been saying I was going to do one of those for ages, haven't I? Well, I've done it now. There you go. One Echo Dot is the prize. Super Chat prize for next week. Okay? And talking of Wi-Fi and things like that, boys and girls, the Russians are at it again. Oh, those naughty old Russians. They're so naughty, aren't they? Russian agents used a top-secret microwave weapon. Oh, we do like a big weapon, girls, don't we? To inflict brain damage. One or two of you have got that, to be honest. Inflict brain damage on American spies and diplomats across the globe and even on US soil, a CIA probe is set to reveal. Doctors and scientists reportedly believe the mysterious... It's all very strange. It's all very strange and mysterious. Doctors and scientists reportedly believe the mysterious illness that have plagued embassy officials in recent years can be traced to KGB research into directed energy beams designed to disrupt brain function. That's got to be happening to some of you. Your brain functions have been damaged. According to GQ, a team of investigators at the CIA's headquarters in Langley concluded the victims were targeted by a device that could be beamed through walls and windows from up to 2 miles away. So any coming this way? Back, back, back with your beams. The victims report. Have you got any of these things? Right. The victims reported ringing in their ears, dizziness, migraines, and vertigo, and some had longer-term effects such as fatigue, loss of vision, and difficulty sleeping or concentrating. Doctors dubbed it Havana Syndrome after 26 American diplomats fell ill while serving in Cuba. Cuba, that was a song. In 2018, let me just write that down, Cuba. Oh, wow. Researchers found their brains were altered and began referring it as the Immaculate Concussion. I wonder if they got that expression from the Bible, Shania. The Immaculate Concussion, as symptoms were similar to a head injury caused by impact. An investigation by the FBI and CIA at the time pointed to the finger in suspicion of the Cold War enemy, but didn't have enough evidence at the time to publicly blame Moscow. It is a sonic attack. So beware, boys and girls. If you're not feeling too clever, it might be the Russians. Might be the Russians. I wonder where my pill box went. I had it ready this morning. I've had to bring up the entire bottle because I can't find my pill box this morning. Ah. It says American diplomats were apparently targeted again at the US mission in Kungakuhao in China, where staff began suffering from a mysterious malady resembling brain injury and had to be flown home. Officials called it a sonic attack as victims heard loud buzzing noises and unofficially pointed the finger at Russia. It's you! Why do they always point the finger at Russia or China, don't they? Why is that? It's not always them. I think there's a bit of racism going on there, to be honest. I really do. I think the people blame China and Russia for everything that goes wrong in their sad, lonely, pathetic lives. Now reports have revealed there were further suspected attacks, including at least 2 on the US mainland. In 2019, 2 top CIA spies, including one of the agency's top 5 highest-ranking officials, travelled to Australia to meet intelligence counterparts. Both the Americans were struck down with a mystery illness in their hotel rooms. Well, probably had a dodgy burger. You're blaming the Russians for eating dodgy Australian burgers. God's sake, man. They suffered ringing in their ears, pressure in their heads, nausea and dizziness. Dizzy. Gosh. Well, it could happen. Watch out for those beams coming across you, boys and girls. Beams are on their way to you at this very moment. All right. Got us a couple of super chats coming there, boys and girls. Thank you very much for those. First of all, to Gary Ross. He needs to take his Ritalin. What is that? I don't know what that is, Ritalin. But yes, you may have your wish, Gary Ross. Let me just find you up there somewhere. There you are, Gary. Just a moment. He's got to have Ritalin. And a 5-minute tea break for Gary Ross coming up now. There it goes. All right, Gary. Let me give you 5 free raffle tickets. And they are for this week's Super Chat prize, which is an Echo Dots. Is that the best prize we've ever given? No. I think the best prizes we give are the clocks. I like giving away the clocks. They're a little bit expensive to have done, but one now and again is all right, you know. So it's the clocks. I like giving away the clocks. That's my favourite item to give away, clocks. Worst thing to post, of course. No, actually, the worst thing to post is the mugs. They can be a bit dodgy. In fact, I've got a feeling that's the last one. I think that's the last one. The last mug we've got at the moment. But there we are. So who was that again? Gary Ross. Let me give you 5 raffle tickets, Gary. All right. Good morning. If there's anyone new today, welcome along to our little show. We're here every morning, 8:45 onwards, okay? usually about 10:30, something like that. We actually do go live now at about 8:15, and the first half hour is just some nice relaxing music which we introduced only a couple of days ago, and I can't believe how many people have sent me little emails and that saying how much they enjoy the relaxing music. So thank you very much. I'm glad you do. And as I say, I'll increase the amount of tunes. Just take a while to build up a little library. Like that's like building up a CD library, really. Gary, 456, 455, 454, 453, and that's it. Is that 5? That's 5 tickets there. Okay. Is that 4? No, there's 5. 5 tickets there for you, Gary. Okay. 5. It looks like 4, doesn't it? 5 tickets. There you go. 5 tickets there for you, Gary. All right. You don't need to know the numbers, my love, because we tell you the names anyway. So that's there for you. And Heidi Young today has also sent in a little super chat. Thank you, Heidi. I'm hoping to be up there next week sometime, Heidi, my love. That would be nice, wouldn't it? If you won it and then I could just hand it to you. Yes. Won't have to put it in the post box then. What you have to do, the only thing is when you order these, right? When you order these through your Amazon account, they are automatically registered to you. So I've already done it now. You have to deregister them. You have to go on the Amazon website and deregister them. So whoever wins that will also get an email with instructions on what to do. Okay, it involves going on the computer on your Amazon account and registering it to you. But it's got instructions and all. They really are fantastic, these little things. Let's just do Heidi's raffle tickets. Heidi Young. Heidi Young, there you go. The super chats come up straight. I found, it took me months and months to discover this, but there's an area on my broadcast screen which you click on, then the super chats just come up on there, and that's all you see. So that kind of works quite well. So if you send a super chat, it gets seen much quicker than it used to get seen, unless of course I'm halfway through a story. All right, there you go, Heidi. There's your tickets there, my love. All right, don't worry about knowing the numbers. Don't need to know the numbers on a super chat thing. Okay, there you go. And there they go. Who's going to win the Echo Dot? That's for the super chatters. There we are. Where did we get to now? I was around my mate's house last night. Popped round my mate's house last night because his other half, he had some trainers he didn't want anymore. My mate and his other half, they don't keep things. You know, as soon as they want, they certainly not like me. They don't wear things and use things to the point of complete destruction, which is what I do, as you well know. I do use things to the point of complete destruction. I had a pair of trainers last year, you may remember, and I kept repairing these things with the glue gun and a stapler. Eventually, I'm afraid they were thrown out. They just couldn't use them anymore. And I used to have a carpet in here. Well, I tell you, if I don't tell you, it was absolutely threadbare. So I replaced that. But they don't do that. Something new and shiny comes along, that's it, they're out. My mate is worse than his other half. But nevertheless, his other half had a couple of pairs of trainers he wanted to chuck out last night. He said, I'm just chucking out a pair of trainers. I said, well, what? He rang me. He said, do you want them? Because I am second-hand. Don't bother me. Don't bother me having second-hand stuff. I can care less. If I'm not having to buy it, I'm really happy. Very happy. So I thought, well, I'll come over there and have a look to build up my footsteps. How many steps did I do yesterday? Let me just check. Thank you very much to Lee Jones for retweeting the show. One or two of you retweet the show, and that's very kind of you. What steps did I do yesterday? I've only done 7. How have I done 771 steps today? That's not possible. I can't have done. All I've done is I've gone up and down the stairs a couple of times, popped out into the back garden to take a little video of the holly bush. That's about all I've done. Anyway, I don't know. So yesterday's steps were... One minute. How do I do this now? Steps weekday. Oh, there it is. Yesterday's step 14,054 steps yesterday, which is... it don't say how many miles that is. So I did 14,000 yesterday, 12,000 the day before, 16,000 the day before, 14,000 the day before, 12,000 the day before, 11,000 the day before. So I'm really pleased with my steps at the moment. My goal is 10,000 a day. So I'm really, really pleased with how I'm doing my exercising. So I walked over there. I said, what size are they? He said, they're 8. I said, oh, well, I might be. I'm either an 8 or a 9 usually. I think maybe with the extra weight I'm carrying around at the moment. Oh, thank you, Paul. Paul has just sent in a £5 super chat. Thank you, Paul. You can always, you can always tag a message onto those super chats as well if you want to. Okay, let me give you 4 raffle tickets, Paul. You're in Amsterdam, aren't you? When it's spring again, I'll bring to you tulips from Amsterdam. La da 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 da. Oh, I love it. Don't you love that tune, Paul? Oh. Do send me some nice tulip bulbs, would you, Paul? At some point, Paul in Adamson. You are in Amsterdam, aren't you? I can't remember now. Hang on. I'll look you up. I think you're on my Facebook, aren't you? Right. Paul Adamson, one of my black cat friends. Are you in Amsterdam? Let me just double check that, boys and girls. We like to have the. We don't like to give out false information. Yeah, I'm not President Trump. I'll be giving out correct information as much as I can. There he is. I'm sure you're in Amsterdam. Let me just double check, Paul. I might be completely wrong about that. Where's that going to be about? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Paul's in Amsterdam. When it's spring again, I'll bring to you tulips from Amsterdam. What you got there? A £5. Let me give you 5 free raffle tickets there, Paul, for our next super draw, which is on Thursday. Thursday night on BBC One colour. How are we doing on time? Oh, that's all right, isn't it? There you go, Paul. All right, 5 raffle tickets for you there, my love. Putting those in now. Holding while we try and connect you. As 5 minutes past, Gary Ross might be back now. There you go, Paul. 5 raffle tickets for you. In they go. Cling! Okay. Thank you very much for the tip there, my love. So I got up there, and as soon as I saw the trainers, I knew they'd be too small. He said, well, try them on then. So I put them on. They were really tight around my feet. I mean, really tight. And I told you earlier on in the show today, I went for a walk yesterday with my waterproof boots on. And one of the two, say that's your toes, that one and that one, it was pushing against here. And it was quite painful, actually. And I kept having to stop and shake my foot sort of out of place. Morning to Jeff Burley. Good morning to you, Mr. Jeff. Welcome along to the show. Just texting in there, Mr. Burley. Morning, Jeff. Let me just write out a couple of these ready for later on. All right. And it was painful. Anyway, I tried these trainers on. All right, if you just put them in a washing machine and be done with it, you know. But they were far too tight, so I couldn't take them, but never mind. And that was it. So we sat down and watched a bit of a telly. And I watched this programme last night, and I have seen it before, called The Cube. Have you seen that? And that's where people go in this, like, plastic box, great big plastic box. And these aliens appear, don't they? Very clever how they do that effect. These aliens just appear in there and show you, and they have to do various tasks. I wouldn't say there was so much games. And one of the tasks they had to do last night, and they get a certain amount of time to complete a task, right? And one of the tasks that they had to do was this woman. Oh, she was very intelligent, this woman. There's a particular woman on there last night. And she had to. There were these like cylindrical things, a bit like that, right? A bit like a cylindrical thing, but wider. And they had like sleeves on them, like that, right? And she had to. There was a line of them. I don't know, 6, 8, whatever it was. And in the given time, she had to remove the sleeves from there and not let them fall over. And that's all she had to do. Literally, so She's in the box all on her own. There's a table and a line of these cylinders on there. Right? And he said, okay, go. And then she removed the cylinders. And then the next one. And then the next one, she's not quite so careful. She knocks it and it falls off and she's lost a life. Okay? So they have various little games like that. Now, I don't know if it's all the games or some of them, but you can simplify the game somehow. So, in some of the games, I think, so instead of having 6, perhaps she's only got 5 to do. Or they can extend the time. But there was another game they did, which was 2 people playing, her and her, not necessarily her partner, whoever she was playing with, another member of the family. Might have been her partner, I don't know, her son or something like that. And they were in this box. He had 2 buttons and she had 2 buttons. And in front of them was like a grid type thing with obstacles in its way. It was just a picture, a lit up picture on the floor, like a computer game. Yeah? So what she had to do was go around the obstacles. Him and her had 2 buttons. He had a right and a left button, and she had a back and a forward button. Yeah? And they had to work together to get this little picture, this square box, through the obstacles into the square box at the other side. And they had 10 seconds to do it, or whatever it was. And they did it. And I think they tried it 3 times and they just couldn't get it right. They go, duh, 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 duh. And if you hit the obstacle, game over. End of. Game over. All right. And they tried 3 times and they couldn't do it. So they said, okay, do you want to, what's the word they used? Do they want to make it easier? Which I think they're allowed to do that so many times. Either twice, perhaps twice, in all the games that they play, they're allowed to make it, to simplify it. Do you want to simplify it? And they said yes. And the simplifier was, and then they said, you have an extra 3 seconds. And I thought, wow, is that it? Was that worth it? Well, it was, because then they achieved it. And I think they walked away with £100,000. It's not bad, is it, eh? It goes like £2,000, £5,000, £10,000, £25,000. I think that's I might have that a little bit wrong, but yeah, it was all right. I quite enjoyed it. And when they're showing you the person playing the game, they slow down the picture at given points. For example, there was another thing she had, and it was basically a glass. It was a bit like this, really. A bit like a tall version. It was going around on a turntable, right? Like that it was. Slowly. I don't know how slow it was, actually. I had a reasonable speed. It was just going around on this turntable. And this bloke had a button, right? And I think this was another family, actually. Might have been. And anyway, he had a ball up here. Okay? So this thing's going around like that. And he had to push the button so that the ball would drop into there. And that was another thing. And then what was the thing at the end? Oh, yeah. There was this thing at the end where this plastic kind of round, glassy type table on a tall stick. Right? Up in the air like that. And the lady was the same lady I told you about earlier on. She had to throw a ball, okay, so that it ended up on the table and didn't fall off the other side. And I thought, there's no way you can do that. And she did. She did it. It's very good. Very, very good. The Cube. Except, bloomin' Philip Schofield again. I'm sorry, I'm sick to death. And I would never criticise his work because he's damn good at everything he does. I'm just sick to death of seeing him. Every programme that they wheel out, it's either him or Holly Wallaboobie or Ben Shepherd. One of those 3. I'm sick to death of seeing the same people all the time. Twice a day he's on that bleeding telly now. He's on more than me. And gets a little bit more money than I do. Aren't you fed up seeing Phillips? Oh, I'm sick to death of seeing him on the telly. Give us someone new to look at. Someone pretty. I must say, I was looking at him yesterday. His neck gives it away, doesn't he? He's got turkey neck. I mean, mine's not that bad, is it? I've got 3 or 4 chins now, I know that, but he's got turkey neck now. No, Philip Schofield, great man, great TV, probably one of the best TV presenters this country has ever seen. But I'm sick to death of seeing him on my telly twice a day. Fed up with it. Please, can we have someone else? Thank you very much. Hi to DJ Chris. Good morning, Chris. When you buy the Amazon Epos, if you mark them as a gift, they don't register them to your account. Oh, thank you, Chris. Well, that's great knowing. But don't worry, I've already deregistered it. I've already deregistered that, okay? So that will come as a super chat prize on Thursday. Our second best prize behind my, of course, clocks. I'll get another clock at some point as well, and we'll do that as well. So that's a Clue Cube on ITV. I was watching BBC... Good Morning Britain today. I was watching a little bit of Good Morning Britain. Those 2 women on there are blooming useless. They're just they haven't got a clue what they're doing. I mean, I thought I'm not that keen on Piers Morgan and Susanna, but they wee all over these 2. The 2 women on hosting the show this morning. Did you see them? They're just crap. There's just nothing about those 2 that wants me to sit there and listen to them. Anyway, they were doing another one of these 3-way chats this morning. And one of the things, I think it was there, or it might have been Naga on the other side. Anyway, there's 2, you know what the American politicians are like, shouting and running each other down. And there was these 2 politicians who have taken a different approach. And they've, I suppose, clubbed together for this advert on the telly over in the States, because money talks in the States. If you've got money, you can do anything in the States. I mean anything, you know. And they had these 2 American politicians in this particular advert that they decided to make. And one was a Republican and one was a Democrat. But they didn't row and run each other down. And it was really, really pleasant and nice and refreshing to see that. Hello, so it could be, hello, I'm John. Hello, I'm Brian. And then they spoke together. We are running for the US presidential election or something. I can't remember the exact words. He said, and one would say, we disagree on many, many things, but whatever happens, we will work together to make this country great. And I thought, how refreshing was that to watch? Instead of sitting there ripping shreds like a pack of animals, you know, pack of animals ripping each other to shreds, they were just nice to each other. You might want to vote for me with my policies. You might want to vote for me with my policies, but whoever wins, we will work together to make this great again. And I thought, what a wonderful thing. Let's see some more of that, because that's how it used to be. That's how it used to be. Till people like blooming, I don't know, Andy Burnham. There's one. Honestly, what a mug. Do you want £60 million? No, it's not enough. Go on, take the 60 million. No, it's not enough. Go on, please take the 60 million. All right, don't have it then. What an idiot. Christ almighty, you couldn't make it up, could you? It's like some of these people think the money just keeps coming, and it doesn't. It's got to stop at some point. I don't get it. Don't get it at all. I understand someone standing up for something, but Christ, you must be a mug to walk away from £60 million, mustn't you? Am I missing something here? They were offered 55. He wanted 65. Okay, they were then offered 60, and he turned it down. Dear me. These people want their heads banging together. It would be nice to see people working together as they used to do. Right, so we've got 2 more stories, and then we'll do. Have I got anything else to? We've done the raffle, haven't we? We've done the raffle this morning. Is there something else I've forgotten? We've sung hello to. We've said happy birthday to John Aitken, so that's nice. NASA is about to release a mystery statement. I was going to play the strange and mysterious music then, but once in a show I think is enough for that. Once in a show. this is very exciting. NASA has made a big announcement. Or NASA has a big announcement to make about the moon. I'm always fascinated with technology and space things and stuff like that. I was looking at the stars last night. I've got this app called Star Walk, right? I can't get it to work. I don't understand it. You're supposed to hold it up, and it does indeed, and it moves around, right? And you can see the stars, and you look up, and there's the plough, and you see the plough. But then you'll see something, like there was a really bright star, obviously one of the planets. My money's on Mars, because that's quite close at the moment. There's a planet up there, really, and I couldn't find it on here. Where's Mars? Don't make sense. But anyway, NASA's got a big announcement to make about the moon. The space agency in the Daily Mirror this morning has posted a mysterious, a very mysterious... Oh, have we got strange... No, we've done it, haven't we? Can't do it twice, can we? Can we? Can we do it twice? Oh, yeah. Go on then. Go on then. The space agency has posted a mysterious notice on its website saying an exciting new discovery will be unveiled. Do you think they found aliens? Little green men. Don't say that you'd like little green men. There'll be a little left-wing group on Facebook that you can join. Racism. Nothing wrong with green men. Oh, that's really sexist. Why haven't you said women? Oh, don't it get on your tits, all this crap. Anyway, sadly for stargazers, scientists are in no hurry to share this information, as it won't be happening until next week. Why have we got to wait a week? NASA experts will be outlining what they found from the Stratospheric Observatory for Infrared Astronomy. Ever heard of that? No, me neither. It comes ahead of the next proposed landing in 2024. Why is it so long? Why has that got to take so long to send a spaceship up? Which will see the first woman set foot on the moon before the agency sets its sights on Mars. I never quite understood why ladies didn't go up to the moon, you know. Was that the people being just anti-women? I don't know. You know, it don't make sense, really, does it? Why women... They have they been on the moon yet? I seem to remember. Yeah, wasn't there there was a spaceship that blew up, wasn't there? Some years ago now, and I believe there was a woman or a couple of women on that. Anyway, the statement says this new discovery contributes to NASA's efforts to learn about the moon in support of deep space exploration. Under NASA's Artemis program, the agency will send the first woman and next man to the lunar surface in 2024 to prepare for our next giant leap, human exploration of Mars, as early as the 2030s. How exciting. I hope I'm around to see that. Just imagine that. You won't be going out, will you? You'll be sitting there, glued to the telly, watching people walk around on Mars. How exciting is that? They'll all be out there. Oh, shouldn't we be spending the money on the poor people? Wouldn't they? They'll all be out there. But I'll be glued to that telly if I'm here. I hope so. I want to see people walking around on Mars. Not a little robot. We've seen that now. Give us something new, dear, something new. Philip Schofield would be the ideal candidate to send to Mars, I think. Perhaps we could have less of him on the telly then. Poor old Phil. I don't mean anything nasty to him. I'm just... give us someone new, for Christ's sake, please. You can't fault Philip Schofield. You really can't. Except his desire to being in every blooming newspaper there is. What's he moaning about this week? He was moaning something in one of the papers this week. Oh, I came out as gay and I don't know who I am anymore. Oh, please. Just get on with it. You've got enough money. Buy something else, dear. You'll feel a lot better. Get yourself a new iPhone. You always feel better after something like that, wouldn't you, my love? Huh? What are you going to do with all that money, Philip? This will mark the first time that a woman has stepped on the moon, 52 years after a man first stepped on the lunar surface. It doesn't make sense, does it, to just send one sex up? To me, again, it's irrelevant whether you send a man or a woman or a white or a black or a gay or a lesbian or a bilinear gender, whatever they want to call themselves. It's irrelevant. You send up the best person for the job. But when you keep seeing men going up there all the time, you kind of think, well, hang on a minute, why aren't the girls getting involved here? You know. It goes on to say, we're going back to the moon for scientific discovery, economic benefits, and inspiration for a new generation of explorers. As we build up a sustainable presence, we're also building momentum towards those first human steps on the red planet. So there we are. That's the moon story there from NASA. I wonder what they're going to come out with. I wonder what they're going to come out with. So I'm very much looking forward to that next week, finding out what this announcement that NASA has got to make on the moon. One more story, and then we'll do today's raffle tickets, boys and girls. This is in the Sun this morning, and of course we've got our little daily game of bingo for us to play. Deep fried stuff. Now, I've had in my time fish, deep fried fish, of course, years ago. I used to like spam fritters. Beautiful. Spam fritters at school. They were my favourite. Spam fritters. Battered sausages. Do you like those? Battered sausages. I've yet to find anyone that does battered vegetarian sausages. I don't know why they don't do those. There is a call for those, I think. Perhaps the Linda McCartney one. Shove them in your frying thing there. What's the other thing? Pineapple fritters. They're nice. Battered pineapple fritters. They do that at the Trawler's Catch in Skegness. Battered pineapple fritters. And actually, my nephew the other day, Gerry, he had a battered Mars bar. His wife went mad. What's that? Nothing. She said, let me see. It's a sausage. Unfortunately, he then bit into it in front of her, and the chocolate oozed out. 8,000,000 calories in each one. In the Sun this morning, a chippy in Scotland has started serving up deep fried pickled onions. Is that for you? Deep fried pickled onions. My mum liked pickled onions. She'd have a couple on her tea on a Saturday evening. That was a nice time. I used to have my tea on a tray on the floor. That's because I wanted it like that. It was this metal tray that had two legs. And usually while Doctor Who was on, I think it was, this tray would come out, go on the floor, and she'd bring in my dinner, which would always be the same because I liked it. Beans and sausages on a French stick. And crisps. And cakes. And tea. That's what I had. My dad had... can't remember what my dad had now. And my mum would have some... she'd have like a salad. And she'd have something... a roll mops. All those nasty fish. She liked fish, my mum. She'd have something like that, or pilchards. That's not my cup of tea, love. Sorry. Not having anything like that. No, thank you. And she'd have sometimes a pickled onion, or just one, I think, on her plate. Some people, I believe pregnant ladies, pickled onions are their thing, aren't they? Ladies? You sit there with a jar of these. How can you eat a jar of pickled onions? Oh, no. Just imagine them in bed later. all night long, wouldn't it be? A jar of pickled onions? No. Well, this bloke's deep frying them. A chippy has started in Scotland, started serving up deep fried pickled onions, which could be a game changer for batter addicts. He's owner of the Amandeep is his name. The owner of the Codfather, that's good, isn't it? Fish and chip shop in Camwater, Buzzslang, southeast Glasgow, decided to batter the onions, which are normally served as a side to the traditional meal. I've got to say they look quite nice. They're 50p each or 5 for £2. Do you know, these actually look really nice. I would try one of these, absolutely. I'd try one of those. Don't they look nice? Do you think? Battered pickled onions. Look. He said he wanted to try something new to deep fry and decided to give the onions a go. Scotland is famous, you probably know this, or infamous, depending on your point of view, for deep frying Mars bars, which is said to have been created by John Davy in the Haven Fish Bar in Stonehaven near Aberdeen in 1992. The dad of four, who has been running the chippy for 16 years, said he only started selling the treats this week, but already they've been a big hit. Well, I'm not surprised looking at them. They look absolutely delicious. Got to say that. I've been working at... See, I wouldn't have a pickled onion on its own. I might try a battered one. I wonder if they do those at the Trawler's Catch. I'll ask next time I'm there. He says, I've been working a long time in chippies, and I just wanted to be different. I bought a pickled onion in batter. When it's quiet, you think up different things. We just started selling them yesterday. They're not on the menu yet, but the customers like them already. People have been messaging saying like they're really tasty. I like them myself, and all the staff like them as well. The batter is nice and crispy, and you still get a crunch with the onion. Do you know, I'm dying to try one of these now. I'd really like to try one of those. Only 50p each. You can have, well, I'd probably order a couple of those actually. 2 of those. Would you like something like that? Nice deep fried pickled onion. I like the sound of that. Hey. Alrighty, let's do today's raffle tickets, boys and girls. On Monday, next Monday, we'll be giving away one of these on Monday. A fridge magnet now. Where are we? Just about that. We are not going to make it till the end of the year with these, unfortunately. But that's just how it is. I have 3 left. That's all I've got left now, 3. So that'll get us halfway through November, and then we're out of them. Okay? There are only 3 left. So get those raffle tickets and make sure you hold on to those raffle tickets. If I may say... this is entirely up to you. You will not be judged, which is unusual. You won't be judged. But I would say, if you've already won one of these, and you might think to yourself, well, I've got one already, let someone else have one, might be a good thing. All right? But it's entirely up to you. Just to give someone else who hasn't got one a bit more of a chance of having one. Okay? All right? But that's entirely up to you. If you want 2, maybe some of you have got 2, maybe some of you got 3. It's entirely up to you. All right? You won't be judged. But it just came to me last night. We've only got 3 left now, and there's still more than 3 people who don't actually have one of those yet. So, okay, if you don't want one, or you think let someone else have it, don't ask for a raffle ticket. But if you still want one, then you've already got 1 or 2. That's up to you. It's entirely up to you. Okay, so here we go, gang. Maureen 883, Jeff 884, Fran 885, Des John Aitken, morning John 886. I hope you heard us singing to you earlier on. We were all singing. You may have only heard me, but I guarantee you everyone else was singing. Happy birthday, John. All right, my love has sung to you right at the beginning, not right at the beginning, sort of near the beginning of the show. Happy birthday, John Aitken, head of Cute Bums on this channel. Thank you, John. Happy birthday. Peter Wright, 887. Diane Jebb, 888. Michael Lawrence, 889. Tony King, 890. Daniel Holmes, 891. Michael, Tony, Daniel. Just a moment, please. Where did we get to now? There we are. Denise Andrews, 892. Thank you, Denise. You see your clock in the back there? It won't be staying now. I'm going to put it up. It'll either go here or... No, I think I'm going to take it to the caravan. So you'll see it here now until I take it up to the caravan. But you won't see it in view there because it's going to be right in front of me because it's important timepiece. Like in Alton Studio, clocks all over the place. German clocks with a German time. British clock. Fantastic. Thank you very much for that, Denise. You're very generous. Thank you, Denise. Denise Andrews, 892. Rachel, 893. Land. Rachel, 893. Where did we get to? Shania, 894. Michael Pullman, 895. Gary Ross, 896. Denise will accept a random gift of a fridge magnet. There you go. So if you won, you could donate it to Denise. She's put her name up there. If you've got one already, you could donate it to someone else. There you go. There's an offer you can't refuse. Thank you, Denise, lovey. Jason Hughes, 897. Rachel hasn't got a fridge magnet yet. Thank you, Rachel. Poor Denise hasn't won anything yet. Never. Keep trying, Denise. You're not the only one. Paul and Lou never won a thing. Been here for ages. Never won a thing. Daniel Holmes keeps winning. He does. He just keeps winning. Just how it is. Ross Herndine, 898 for you, Ross. If Shania wins, she will donate it. Look at that. Is that everyone? Okay. That looks like it's everyone to me. If I've missed you out, please speak now and I'll correct that. Meanwhile, let's do today's birthdays. We've already sung to this beautiful boy once, but we're going to do it again. Happy birthday today to John Aitken today, who's 53 years old today. Happy birthday, John. Life begins at 50. I'm hoping that life begins at 60 because I'm only 3 years away from that. I sit here and I think, how can you possibly be 60 in less than 2.5 years? I just can't believe it. Anyway, John, happy birthday, 53 today. Zedd Collins Reeves today is 27 years old. Happy birthday to Zedd. Jeannie Bolia. Good morning, Gelia. Beautiful picture of you getting married at some point there. Happy birthday to Genia. Jason Carter today is 51 years old. And finally, Gerry Green today is a young 45 years old. Happy birthday to all of you on this Thursday, the 22nd of October, 2020. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Twice, coronavirus. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Blah, blah. Happy birthday. Blah, blah, blah. There we are. There's our little birthdays. Thanks so much, sir, to all our little birthday people. I haven't missed anyone out for the raffle today, have I? Let's have lots of people wishing you a happy birthday there. Excellent. Shania's darling. Shania will trade a wreath. A wreath for a fridge magnet. I love it. Alrighty, gang. Time for our daily game of bingo. If you leave us at this point, thanks so much for joining us. See you again tomorrow morning at Friday tomorrow. Gosh, tomorrow morning at 8:45. All right. So have a nice day if you're leaving us at this point, and thanks for watching. Are you ready for our daily game of bingo? Let's bring up the bingo board. Okay. Someone is about to win another raffle ticket. This will give you another chance to win one of just three. But this is it. 3 fridge magnets left. I had a whole box of them at the beginning of the year. Okay, so there's only 3 left there now, boys and girls. Okay. All right. As always, we only play for a full house. You need to mark off all the numbers on your bingo tickets. If you win, shout bingo in the chat box or text it in. I will stop the game as soon as I've seen someone has won, and then we'll wait 1.5 minutes for you to claim. If for whatever reason your message doesn't get to me in those 1.5 minutes, once we've moved on to the next number, that's it, you've missed it. All right, here we go then. Eyes down for your first number this morning. Here we go. 1 and 2, 12. All on its own, number 9. All the 3s, 33. 1 and 4, 14. 6 and 7, 67. 6 and 3, 63. All the 7s, 77. Top of the shop, blind 90. 1 and 9, 19. 2 and 5, 25. Boris's Den, number 10. 8-0, blind 80. 7 and 9, 79. 7 and 4, 74. 8 and 5, 85. 6-0, blind 60. 6 and 9, 69. 8 and 3, 83. 1 and 8, 18. 5 and 2, 52. 2 little ducks, Denise, it's 22, quack quack. 7 and 1, 71. Perhaps we should give each person, something to do on each number. That would be quite good, wouldn't it? Each person has to make a different noise on each number. There'd be a lot of noises. One of them could be, couldn't it? Or, blah, 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 something like that, maybe. I don't know. All the 5s, 55. 4 and 7, 47. She's quacking. 5 and 8, 58. 2 and 4, 24. 8 and 4, 84. 2 and 8, 28. All on its own, number 4. 4 and 3, 43. All the 4s, 44. 3 and 5, 35. 1 and 5, 15. 2 and 6, 26. 8 and 2, 82. All the 6s, it's time to click those fingers, 66. 5 and 7, 57. Oh, we might have to go a little bit slower today for Shania's dad. He can't see properly. I wonder if I could do an impression of Shania's dad. Is that working? Oh, I'm so naughty. You must thrive, Simon. 7-0 blind 70. 3 and 8, 38. 8 and 7, 87. 2 and 1, 21. Unlucky for some, 1 and 3, 13. 7 and 2, 72. 7 and 6, 76. 3 and 2, 32. 4-0 blind 40. 2 untalented Gemma Collins is 88. 6 and 1, 61. 4 and 6, 46. 5 and 9, the Brighton line. Woo, woo. 7 and 8, 78. 6 and 4, 64. All on its own, number 5. 5 and 4, 54. 6 and 5, 65. 2 and 3, 23. 3 and 6, 36. 6 and 2, 62. 3 and 4, 34. 3 and 7, 37. 5 and 6, 56. 4 and 1, 41. 8 and 6, 86. 4 and 9, 49. 5 and 1, 51. 5-0 blind 50. 4 and 8, 48. 3 and 9, 39. 8 and 1, 81. All on its own. One click. Number 6. Oh, it's working today. It wasn't working here. Do you remember that wasn't working the other week, was it? Yeah. Love it. All on its own, number 1. Oh, it looks like I've won. I've won. If you didn't know already, I do send myself a ticket to make sure that everything's working. And according to this, I've won. Do I keep the prize myself or what? I don't know what to do now. Look. I've won. Well, that's the end of the game then, isn't it? If I've won. Huh? What do you think? Do I write myself a ticket? I know what to do. I'm really confused now. Very confused, really. We'll carry on. What I do is, when the tickets go out, there's a long list of them, and I send one to myself to make sure they've all gone out, if you see what I mean, and that's why that is. 8 and 9, 89. 2 and 7, 27. All the ones, legs 11. 1 and 7, 17. All on its own, one little duck, number 2, Denise. And 7 and 5, 75. 5 and 3, 53. 1 untalented Gemma Collins, number 8. 1 and 6, 16. Excuse me a moment. What's that noise out here? Just a moment. Someone's doing DIY, I think. Interrupting my bingo with DIY. It's outrageous, isn't it? Where did we get to? 1 and 6. Tra la 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 la. Happy birthday, sweet 16. 2-0, blind 20. All on its own, number 7. 4 and 5, 45. We've got a winner on 45. Let's bring up the clock. 1 minute and 30 seconds to claim your extra raffle ticket today. Who is it? Who could it be? Christ, this show's even longer than it is normally. Look. Oh dear, let's see who's won. Who's going to claim on this one? Is there an email there? Thank you, Mr. Jason Hughes is claiming on that one. Congratulations, Jason. Here come Jason's winning numbers. 2, 6, 14, 27, 28, 34, 39, 43. Last number 45, 54, 56, 61, 75, 76 and 90. Congratulations to Jason Hughes, who gets ticket number 8. There you go. Ticket number 899. Look, who's going to get number 900 tomorrow? How exciting is that? Number 900 tomorrow. Isn't it? 900 tomorrow. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I want you. I want you. Not really. Don't really want you. Don't really want you. Well, I'm going to go and post my letter to the finance bloke now. I can't believe that. Saturday I sent them off to the finance bloke. Is tomorrow's tickets are standing by there. Look at that. And the blooming letters got lost in the post. But there we go. One of those things, isn't it? All right, thanks so much for joining us tonight. I will shove in another chat box show soon. We'll do that at night, though. We'll do a night. I think we'll do a night time. What is it today? Thursday? What's happening tonight? I don't know. So I don't like to promise. Don't start sending messages. No, you said you were going to be here, and you're not here. Oh, you've ruined my night. No, it'll appear when it appears, and that's it. I don't like to promise things like that because I'm never quite sure what I'm doing tonight. I might get invited out. I might get a message from a beautiful lad today. All right, Chris, been watching you for ages on your show. Really like you. I'd like to take you on a date. 15 years I've been waiting for a message like that. You see, never take away someone's hope. 15 years I've been waiting for a message like that to arrive. Don't even send a text. Because I know it's you. Don't even try that one. It's an old joke. $8:45 tomorrow morning. See you then. Have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching and listening today. Thank you for all your likes this morning. And thank you for your super chat tips as well. See you tomorrow morning at 8:45. Maybe tonight someone. Don't know. Who knows? It's one of life's many, many mysteries. Just like Halloween is a mystery.